It is Lord Haywire. I am streaming some game creation on my Killed by Dev channel. I don't know why I announce that shit every time. It's not like you wouldn't know. I mean, you clicked on it on YouTube. I, 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 I don't know. Like all these like splash screens that everyone does. I don't want to do that shit, man. It seems like work to me. I don't want to do work. I've worked for too long. I don't know. I don't even want to calculate the years. 30 years, more than 30 years. I don't want to do that shit. So, anyways, we're gonna jump right in. It's kind of interesting. I was thinking about this before I started, and I had to wait 20 minutes for this fucking thing to update. It was unusually taking. I should have rebooted my computer, but I didn't do it. Uh, I asked Chat GPT. I was thinking about something, and I was like, "How do I get the last item on a list?" And it's answering all these questions. But then I Googled it too, and it was so obvious. I've already done this earlier, but I forgot. It's basically that right there. Um, and it reminded me of like one of the major failures of Chat GPT. And in all AI, and this is going to be the thing that is going to, one of the many things that are going to cause issues when, everyone switches over and suddenly starts programming, is that if I had asked this question to a programmer, to a human, the human would have said, "What are you trying to do?" And then I would have told them what I was trying to do, and they would have said, "Oh, it's so easy, just do this." But ChatGPT doesn't know anything. It doesn't know anything. And I mean, I know that 99% of the people already know this, but there's that 1% of the people who are thinking, "Wow, ChatGPT, it's gonna, I can just ask it a question and it's gonna know what I want." But actually, what I wanted wasn't what I wanted. You know what I mean? Like the question I asked wasn't the right question. But a human would have immediately been like, "Oh no, what you want to do is this." Um, and like it helped, but I wasn't asking the right question. So I think that that's going to be a huge problem. We're not for a while, for a very long while. That right there, because it doesn't know anything. And I know I talk about Chat GPT all the time, but whatever. I'm gonna listen to the sound today for a little bit. Some random person on the internet suggested this to me years ago, and I was like, I don't think I'll like that band, but I did, and I'm shocked because I'm very picky about my music. Oh, do I have the music turned on? I do, but for some reason it's not playing. No, it's playing. All right, so let's get into this shit. That 20-minute never-ending wait for this thing to um, start to update. I guess we gotta fix that first. But what we're doing here, were we doing select hero? We probably were. Let's start with that. Let's I left this on Wednesday. I left this in like kind of a state of disarray, which I hate doing. I like to have, when you end, you don't have errors and bugs and warnings and messages. But this time we did. What is up with this? We have some sort of clear all filters. What does this button do? Oh, that's it. That wasn't very exciting. Um, I did talk to my friend who's an artist, and we looked at actually CK3 pretty closely because I was trying to describe to her what I was trying to do because she's not into video games that much. And we were looking at CK3 and it made it very clear how certain things are doing. So like they have another layer, it looks like it to me, on their maps that is just the borders. So that's probably what I'll do. The borders will go over the top of this. And interestingly enough, when I was telling my friend, I was like, but I want the borders to be perfect. And we were clicking around on CK3 and their borders aren't perfect. Like some of the highlights don't actually match perfectly, but it's such a small thing that like I'd never noticed before. Maybe other people did, but so I'm going to do another layer that's going to be the borders. And then I'm going to do another layer for each county that will be just the border of the county, because it seems like that also. So I gotta try to figure out how to do stuff, and I've never done this stuff before, so I gotta use what I can find. I feel like I'm really loud today. I'm gonna turn myself down a little bit. There we go. Anyways, I gotta I don't know what I'm doing, so I gotta learn how to do what I'm doing by looking at other games and things and be like, oh, this is how they do it. So then every county will have its own border for when you click on it, and that border will turn on, and they'll overlap over like, so this border will go all the way around here for this one, and this one will go all the way around here. When you click on it, this will turn on, and then that border that gets turned on will have a glow on it. That way, because I offline I fucked around and I got a glow to work on this, but it looked fucking awful. I mean, I know this looks awful. This looks fucking terrible. But it will be, when we make this less terrible, then we'll be able to put like, you know, forest or desert in here or something in each one of these, and then we'll have like a layer, and then this thing will just be like a layer as well. So that will be something we'll do way, way, way in the future. So let's actually look at, I have this called graphics somewhere. I'm actually going to rename this to beautification, because it's not necessarily graphics. So let's edit the details on this puppy, and I'm going to call it beautification. And then let's make sure that this is over in here, because we're gonna be like hitting that up again regularly. Yeah, I have it here. So let's rename this thing to beautification. I don't think that's a word, but I like it. Then we're gonna go to, I want to have in here though something that is like graphics needed. I was just thinking maybe we don't want to, maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe we want it to be its own thing. I don't want to spend, look how many of these. I was going to see how many. Why did I do so many? We'll do 5. List of things we need to add to research. What is that shit? Graphics needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then underneath here, we're going to add. See, we might want to put this in another, I don't know. Research and building pictures. So we'll convert this to here. And then we also need, I guess there should be called portraits for this one. Population portraits. And then we're going to need county info panel background. And my idea, in my brain, I'm thinking it will be like a piece of notebook paper that has all the information written on it. Army info panel background. I just think we're going to need a list of this at some point, and as we do it, and then we're also going to need research. I need lists of stuff, or I will forget about it. Then it's just easier. Lists are easier for me because of my terrible memory. Resource icons. And for now, that's all we need. I mean, I'm sure there's many things we've already created that I forgot about. Whoops. I still feel like I'm shouting here. Why do some days do I feel like I'm shouting and other days I don't? Then we're also going to need a new category, which is going to be called the world map. And we'll put this over, like, you know, this will be like, what are we doing on the world map? And we'll just put it here. I think, you know, Washington will be next. Province, we're calling it a province. Washington province will be next. And that's probably enough adding to this fucking list. This never-ending list. Then we need to put this, actually we need one more thing. World map needs to be over here. And this is definitely not on the back burner. Okay, I also was thinking we're probably going to tear apart a bunch of scripts at some point, and because I have some scripts that are getting huge, and I think it'd be easier if we break them up to a point. So this is what we're working on today, though. We are going to... turn up this music a little bit. I'm obsessed with sound today. Oh my god, and I'm listening to a band called The Sound. Isn't that exciting? Create hero object for list. So what we were doing, which was... Oh, you know, we got to do something first, though. We got to open a file. We do this every time. We're on 20. Alright, we have 1,000 things open here. We don't need this notes things. I was looking at this to find... it doesn't matter. To look at the map stuff. Timekeeper. We might need that. Select county. Hero movement, army movement, spawn toggle, hero list button. We actually might need all this shit. UI county panel. I don't think we're gonna need that. World map load, we always need that. County. I don't think we're gonna need that. Muster army, we may need this because we were looking at this earlier. In fact, this might be where I was using the thing that I looked up. So basically I looked up how to do something and I was like, oh, I already did that elsewhere. And, you know, I was doing the same thing. But I forgot that I had done it. So, yeah. Okay, we can, it's back to the thing I was talking about where I like have to relearn how to do everything every time I do it. So let's think about what we were doing because I can't remember. We have some issues here, so yeah, that's fine. So where are we going to start with this? Those errors or warnings or whatever. So we're going to need to create a list that has basically the heroes that are mustered or spawned, the spawn heroes. We're going to need to create a list of those. Even though they're part of the population, we're going to have an additional list. I just don't think there's a way we can do it without. And I don't know why I'm always so resistant to adding lists. Like, I just to fucking do it. I should just do it. Stop worrying about it and just do it. And I always, you know. So it looks like what I put on here last time was that we were going to create a list with the game object, but now I gotta like think of where we're starting this. Like, where does this? So when you click that toggle, when you click the toggle, the fuck was that thing? We just looked at. Here we go. It's instantiating this thing. Where do we want it to live? Probably in world map load. That's like where everything lives. We can assign its location. We can assign its game object. So we're going to need a new class as well. I mean, we can also assign like its name and shit. It's basically probably going to be very similar to the army. Whoops. Sometimes I worry that I'm having some kind of degenerate muscle disease because I have issues like clicking on small things, and it's weird. It's probably I'm probably fine, but it's like I said. Look at this, all this shit in here. This is how we did the. Yeah, I mean that's. I'm glad that works. So it might be similar to this. Is counting down, start timer, is army selected? Yeah, so we probably, new owner. What is this owner thing? I think we're gonna want to duplicate that, honestly. Whenever I duplicate shit, though, we know this is gonna go. This is gonna go get sour quick. It does not like when I duplicate things. We're gonna rename this to Hero. I guess we called that one Army. Hero. I think I'm gonna call it Spawn Hero. Unless we already called something that. Because we want to differentiate the fact that it's then we're gonna call this Spawn here. What? No, we are not. We are not. That's what I did last time. Is I renamed that thing, and we wanted to rename this thing. Spawned Hero. Okay, and then we're gonna rename. We can't rename. You know, with the we could. Let's do this. But we want it to. Now we're gonna do Control H, but I want it to be current document, and we'll find the word army and replace it with the word hero, and we'll just go through here. No, you're a liar. I see. Oh no, it's because it's a capital. Okay. Let's go back up here and go army and then hero. I was going to redo this from scratch. No, this is going to be wrong, but that's okay. We can fix that afterwards. Hero movement. No, we do have a hero movement. Forgot about that. I was gonna go rewrite this whole movement thing from scratch, but I think I'm too lazy. I think the key is that I'm too lazy. Spawn hero. Method. All right. So we have everything here now set up for the next part of our thing, which is going to be this toggle. So this is going to create this prefab, which is not this prefab. Well, let's make sure. No, this prefab is the prefab that is on the, which we have two different prefabs is what I'm talking about here. We have the token, and then we also have the UI prefab, which is this one, which the UI prefab, it appears in the UI list, which I think that was working. I can't remember. We'll find out soon enough. Normally I hit play and do stuff, but well, I guess we'll just do it. There's a reason why I normally hit play and start clicking on things. Because then it reminds me, wait, our scale is fucked up here, of where we were at. Why aren't we getting a bunch of bugs? There's a bug that I wanted. Some bugs. I want some bugs, you know. Oh, we have this collapsed. I don't really like it. All right, so like this is all on a bad spot. So that's okay because we haven't done that yet, and we need to readjust that. We probably should rate that. Initialize army list. I love that I put these comments in here when that's like obviously what the code is doing. I've been slowly removing those. Let's change it to something that fucking means something. Initialize army list of mustard. I'm gonna say spawned armies. Because we need to know, like, what is these armies? What do they mean? And then we're going to have another one down here. Public list spawned hero. And it's going to be called spawned heroes. Yeah, equals new. And then we're going to put this like same thing. This is for spawned items, not things like the GUI, the UE. Like I always say, you gotta keep yourself humorified. Okay. So now we have that, and we should probably call this spawned armies. And we should probably call this spawned army. Because there may be another list at the... Let's fucking just do it. Let's just do it. No. Wait. Let's go to here, since we're going to be fucking with this thing. This is going to cause absolute chaos. Actually, looking at this, I want to rename all this crap. Yeah, I don't like any of this crap. Let's rename spawned army is what this is going to be called. We now need to go into here. This is going to, yeah, we might be spending the next 3 hours just trying to fix what the chaos, the horror that I have created. We're going to go to army here and call this spawned army. Don't make that noise at me, you piece of shit. I was making sure, I like this song, so I was making sure it was turned up. Okay, so we don't want this one. Spawn hero, I mean, we want this. This is gone. But we're not want to look at it right now. All right, so we're going to rename this thing. And we're going to call it time. We don't need to have army in front of it anymore because this is going to say, you know, spawned army. Timer, we're going to have this just, you must rename an identifier. What? The fuck are you talking? Oh. Okay. We're just going to call this movement. We're just going to take out all these army things. Destination. Destination. That's nice. Destination. I mean, it was right there. The fuck, man? How do you spell that? I have to relearn how to spell everything every time, too. Destination. Doesn't that seem like a weird word? It isn't, but it seems like it to me. No. Okay. Timer text is selected. Start timer is counting down. Owner name. I wonder why we put this owner name. Oh, that's for the panel. And we might have a hero panel. I haven't decided on that. I kind of feel like we do want a hero panel. I think we do. Did I put that in my list? We do want a hero panel because you're going to be clicking on your hero and you're wondering, who the fuck is this guy that you're clicking on here? Oh, I already put it on the list. Great. That will be kind of easy because we'll copy over. We'll copy over. This is so prone to error because I'm using my fucking eyeballs. Army movement. Oh, this is the old school way we did things. Interesting. Huh. Well, that's even, we'll do both. We'll fix both things. This is just timer. And this is just going to be called movement. I mean, I don't know which way is better. If we're doing this, though, we need to do this. for all of these. Oh man, we copied this earlier. We can copy this text. We can copy this. Is this thing called Army Movement? If it is, we actually should. Sorry. We should do this. This is called Army. Oh, it is. Yeah. That's a script. No. I might have just made just really fuck something up there. Hopefully the bugs will, it will bug out and it will tell us. It will bug out and give us an error. God damn it, I did it again. Army destination is a string, so timer text. Is Army selected? That's a capital I. It should be a capital I as well because it's, whoops. Yeah. Oh, it's adding the this in there for me. Start timer. Yeah, we're going to make a copy of this and then we'll do a find replace because I am fucking lazy and I don't want to do this twice, even though we're doing some work twice. That's like a huge pet peeve at my work where I have to do work twice. Because someone wants me to double check something, which happens all the time. People say hey, did you do this? And I'm like, I think so. And then because my shitty memory, I have to go check. And so then I did the work twice. I wonder why I put this at the bottom. I generally don't like putting these at the bottom. I usually put it at the top. Is counting down. We're not going to need size for the hero either. The size of the hero is just one guy. Well, at the beginning it's just one guy. So part of the other issue is that an army is going to need a hero to move it around, just like in Heroes of Might and Magic. It's going to need a leader. And if that leader gets wasted, a new leader will take their place. I guess we don't. Wasted as in killed. Let's worry about that later. Let's worry about that whole thought process later. Why am I staring at this so much? Oh, you know what? This isn't going to be that much work to change. I want... I set up these rules in my head. They're just rules for me, and then I want to follow those rules. But now I'm like, why is name below owner? That... should I not worry about it, or should I worry about it? It's so weird. Maybe name should be, or owner should be above name. I had some thought process at some point. Anyways, we can copy this now. Now I have two, classes that are almost identical. They're going to be identical at the beginning here. We're going to go through this. Paste that shit in there. We're going to call this spawned hero. We're going to go back up. We're going to call this hero movement. And this thing called hero movement. And yeah, we'll rename. Oh yeah, I should have just renamed it here. No, I don't want to use rename because otherwise we'll yeah, I will rename it everywhere. Hero movement. This will be called hero movement. I could have done find replace, I suppose. Hero movement equals hero movement. Luckily, it's going to bug out for this part. It would have auto done it. Let's do a quick glance, make sure we don't see any army shit in here. Okay. I would actually like this one to be down one more so that we can, it's easier to see the whole deal. Ah, but then we can't see this one. We'll go to here. There we go. Let's do that with the hero. You know, I should have done this first too. Let's do this with you. Oh wow, this is at 182. I usually keep that at 150. At least that's what I think, or maybe I was doing 200. I can't remember. 200 looks right, actually. 200 is right. So it's easier to see on the screen when you're looking at this after it's been, you know, when it's on YouTube or whatever. We'll clear that because it's going to come back, but we now need to go to world map load again. I just want to make sure. We're going to call this spawned. No. We're going to rename this to spawned armies. And it looks like, hey, we only have one warning. Yeah, it's still this net thing. I keep, you know, offline I look that up occasionally to see if I can find a way to fix that, but I haven't been able to find it. So then we go back to that toggle. Where the fuck is it? Turning that up a little bit again. So this is going to be slightly different than the army one, because the army one's just going to be a button you push. Well, right now it's just a button you push. We're going to have to figure out how to do that better, because currently there's no leaders for it or anything. But I want to differentiate between an army and a leader with people with them, because so this is the idea. I want your leaders, who are heroes, I want your heroes to be able to move to if we go, so, you know, you start here, but there's going to be an AI person who runs this. You know, each one of these are going to be an AI person. Let's say you have a hero here and you want to move him to here to do diplomacy, so he can go over there to talk to him. Because I want to actually keep track of where your diplomats are. So you create a hero, and then that hero you're gonna send over to, but he's not, when you first create him, he's not gonna be spawned on the map. He's just gonna be sitting in the province, and he can work and do other shit. Sorry, not the province, the county. So then you raise him up, you spawn him, and then you're gonna send him over to here to do diplomacy. I want him to be able to travel there alone or with bodyguards, because I want the diplomacy. One of the things I really dislike about modern 4X games is the diplomacy is so fucking boring. And CK3 actually does better diplomacy than most games, but I think we can do a better job than even that. So you send your guy over to do diplomacy, you probably want him to have bodyguards with him, otherwise he might get smoked, you know? So but that's different than an army. Then if you spawn an army, I want it to be able to, you know, the armies are for attacking, but you also could send over a guy as a diplomat with bodyguards who then betrays the person there and murders everybody. So I want this to be two things, but totally differentiated on the thing, because like an army setup, so you might want to have a spy, a group of guys who are acting. You know, it will show on the map that the hero is there. Actually, we probably wouldn't. So with armies, they're going to show, you're going to be able to see them in your neighboring provinces, because I really want you to see the buildup of troops on your border. So armies, I think they'll go there, but heroes probably won't. You won't see the heroes. That's actually, that will be a good differentiator. And then you move them over because they could be a spy army. You can, we're gonna have with the ability to like send raiders over, kind of like CK3. We're taking a lot of inspiration from CK3. Okay, but in the meantime, I don't know why I needed to go through that whole thing. So you have your hero, he's in the county, you hit the toggle button, it turns on the toggle button, and then it instantiates this thing, but we don't actually need... Where's my recruit army button? I think I closed it, didn't I? I said, oh, we won't need that. Muster army. Because it's not recruiting, it's mustering, which is gonna... So we're gonna need an army panel. Or an army creation something. I wish these were linked. I wish this was linked to our other list here. I don't think you can do that though. We're gonna need an army creation panel. That's like pretty important. Right now they just spawn out some random bullshit. They're called like fuck sticks or something. So we don't need that because you're popping it from... Actually, we should probably do that too. Wow, this is going to change to be even more similar. Oh, and I put the list here, huh? What is this? What is this other list for then? I guess we're initializing it in world map load, but then we start to use it in this one. Where the fuck did that go? I moved it somewhere and then I lost it. Here we go.
In the dark, near the heart, close to real desire. In my words, in my eyes, can't you feel the desire?
Oh, I think somebody in chat helped me with this.
We will wait for the night. We will wait for desire.
Why the fuck is it?
Bittersweet, laugh and cry. Tis the
Why did I do it this way?
of desire.
Doesn't this seem like...
Through the days, guarding nets of desire.
What, doesn't this seem like duplicate work here?
As it fades, can't forget.
So, I mean, I did this, but then I'm also putting this in here. I mean, I guess it's fine, but it's... I don't know why I didn't just put this in here. I think it's just so that I can have this new army list in here, which I guess is fine. Let's rename this though to new spawned. All right, so where's my toggle thing? Spawned army toggle. Okay, so this is this is a new hero token. That's actually a better muster army. This should probably not be a list. This is a new spawned army token. Because we're calling them tokens. The things that are on the map we're calling tokens. We're not gonna, they're not gonna be tokens. You know, in a perfect world, they would be an animated 3D thing. Well, fake 3D. 2D thing, the animated 2D thing, but I actually don't like, I was thinking about it more. I think we should do movement differently in the future. Currently it's set up like CK3 as well, and I actually don't like the CK3 movement where you just a timer ticks, and then when the timer's done it jumps to the next province. I don't like that. I'd rather have it move along a path, even if the path is fictional. All right. So, where were we? What are we doing here? Let's go back to... I wonder why I put new in the front too. Like, what was my thought process here? This is one of the first things that I created. This is, and it was a dumb thing. Like, movement was like, it's, you know, to do that as the first thing was a dumb idea, like I just said. So this is gonna be, we're gonna rename this one to spawned hero token with an H. I don't know if oh, these are like lost demos and stuff. Let's do a different. Which one did I just do, for fuck's sake? I did the, let's do this one. 1981, huh? Yeah, this sounds good. All right, so this is a spawn, whoops. This is a spawned hero token. So it's gonna have the hero prefab, we have that in there. The toggle is turned on. What are we doing with this thing? I wish I could put this all in one line. I wish I could see it all in one line. All right, this is where its position is going to... Okay, so we already did, this is a long ass thing we got here. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, that gets to the prefab, and then the position, it looks like I put a position in. Oh, I did, and I called it hero spawn game object, which is kind of a dumb name too. We're gonna call this location. Because there's 2 locations on each county. That's this one. So every county gets assigned 2 locations. One's an army spawn location and one's a hero spawn location. If we do the movement where they have to actually move through the province, the county, we will not have 2 separate ones. But right now I want them to be separate so we can look at them side by side. And that would be an easy fix later. We just change around a few things, which is all of programming. So then we're putting, it looks like we have the county from the currently selected county. That makes sense. And then the quarter neon thing just makes it so it's not flipped over. Puts its rotation in. Then we're changing the hero list hierarchy. Instance game objects transform. We're setting that as the parent of... Oh, yeah. So we're setting this is going to be, so when we hit play and we pop one of these fuckers out. Oh my god, can I click on that from down here? Oh god. Okay, make it bigger. Okay, so that should put, yeah, puts him in there. What's below? Okay. Oh, Army Timer Camp. We didn't want to rename that. But that puts it here. Which is what we want. This is gonna be different because we're already gonna know some of this information, like their name and stuff. But we do need a variable. I mean, it's here. I was trying to get away without making another list. Is what's where we kind of ended last time. I was like, oh, I don't want this to be a list. But we do need a list. We're gonna need it for other stuff too. So like I said, I don't know why I'm being so resistant to moving, or sorry, so resistant to creating more lists. I should just do it. Okay, so this is what we got to do here. This needs to go away. Let's just this. We need the list first. So let's start out. This is not going to be this thing anymore. We're going to start out with a var, and it's going to be this spawn hero token. And it's going to be, is that what we called this one? Yes. Army number. See, this is what I was talking about, that we know. Wonder why this doesn't bug out. Like, what if you put count? I guess if you do count, once again, this is relearning something that I already knew, because I guess if you do count and it's empty. Oh, I see what I did here. We could have done this differently, and I did it a different way before. Or no, so after this, I did this a different way. Okay, so what I'm doing is I assign the army number by getting the count before we add a thing. So it's been initialized in world map load, so we get the count right here, and it's 0 to start with, and then we add this thing in. But we know that we add this, and then that's 0. The index is 0, and then we're using the army number. You know, so this is calling it 0, etc., etc., etc. We have the army number here. I guess that's the only time we need that, is right there. But there's another way we could have done this, and that's how I did it. Later on, I did it a different way, where I just said, like, get the count -1, and after this add, and that's like has a little symbol. There's a little, I can find it. It's this thing. I don't know what that's called. I'm sure there's a fucking name for it. And where did we do that? We could probably get rid of that. Current building name. Oh, it looks like I commented this out. Maybe we didn't need it after all. Did I use it again somewhere else? I didn't. Should we do that and have just one less variable here? How did I do that? Where did that thing go? I lost it. Oh no, this isn't, that isn't, what did, I looked it up. I have it open. Not that. It's so bright. It's this equals that. Those are the same things. So, I don't know why I'm comparing all my stuff when I could just. So let's not do it that way. Let's just go from here. We're gonna pretend that we're not doing it this weird way. We can copy this over though. Oh look, I put the army number in there too. We don't need that though. We know what this shit is. But we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna change this to spawned hero. And then there's a few things we're gonna change here. Spawn hero size we don't need, because that's just not used. And we are going to need the game object. We're going to need all this location, destination, sure. Timer text is selected. Start timer. Like, why is selected in the middle? I must have made this in a row and not cared. Is selected should probably be here, because these are all timer things. I kind of do want this at the top. Hero movement, yeah, let's do this. Location, destination, is selected, should be all one little group. And then this timer shit should be down here. Perfect. I like to break it up so it's easier for my eyes to understand what's going on. Is selected is some crazy ass garbage. We'll put like orange here. Orange isn't an option. Fuck you. Magenta. Orange really isn't an option. Green. I just want it different than the other one. And for now, I want orange and red would be. I can't believe orange is not an option. Why is that? How about yellow and red? That will be. Did I create these? Wait, I may have created. No, it's built in. This is a built-in thing. We're in the hero one. We are. Okay. Now we're going to rearrange all this shit because I like these to match. Owner. We're going to have to do this on both individually because I'm a piece of shit. This is going to be here. Right? Not because I'm a piece of shit, because I just like to do work twice, like I was talking about earlier. I hit something. I hit some hotkey. Okay, is there 5 things? Owner. All right. That looks like that's right. So then we can rearrange this thing. Hero movement. Hero movement. We'll cut this. And we'll get rid of size because we don't need that. Hero movement should be. Or sorry, owner and name should be here. I think I copied that comma. I did. Owner and name, location, destination is selected. And I don't know why I'm so obsessed with everything looking pretty. It's the same like the building game, that Exogate thing. I'm so sad that that a game making bug or something. I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't let me do stuff. It wouldn't. The robots in it wouldn't repair. What's your fucking problem? I like yelling it. yelling at the thing like it, whoa, like it knows. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, we don't need this range in here because we no longer have. Oh my god, stop fucking doing that. Good god. Let's put this down here then so we have less stuff to jump around. Okay, we don't need that. Now we have the right number, but they're all in the wrong place. The owner should be actually. This is going to be player faction. Oh, this is the wrong order. Owner should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be the fourth thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Comma. The name is not going to be the name there either. The name is going to go over here. We're going to reorganize this whole thing. Once again, I should have done this with the army first, and then the game object null, timer canvas null, hero movement null. That's all a fine start. This is a button on that thing. Then we're going to get to name. No, we have owner, then we have name. The name of this is, so when we clicked this thing, how is it going to know which person we're talking about? I wonder why I called this hero spawn instead of spawn hero. Let's save this just in case something happens. Power outage or something. So when you click on this thing, how did we create? Oh, how did we create this? I just need to see something here. Comment out this whole fucking thing. We'll get this working. We might actually finish it today. Oh man, every time I say that, it's like 6 fucking streams later, 18 hours. What I'm looking for is when we click here, how do we know what this is? Does this have a number? This is going to be county info panel. It does. Oh, was this where I was manually assigning it 0? This may be where I was just temporarily, I was manually assigning it 0. That would be dumb if that's what I was doing, but probably it was. But when we click on this, okay, there's our toggle. So what we can do, so when we click on the toggle, we need to get, I'm just gonna put this, we'll do var hero info, hero list item list name. I don't know, man. So this is gonna be list index. Sure, yes, that's exactly what we're doing. This dot game object dot parent. Can we do that? What? Whoa! Transform parents dot name. And then I know you're wondering what the fuck I'm doing here. I'm trying to get that number so that we can actually pull. Oh, that's not gonna be that. That's not gonna work. How is that working when we just click on this thing? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's selected hero. We're getting that from selected hero. Currently selected hero, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check though. But how does it know what number this thing is? It is 0, but when we make another one, what happens? Now it's... Oh, see, this is wrong. Because this is 1. And if we go back, where was I? This one? So it's getting it from this list. This list... We need to take a step back, and when we create this list, we either could have the number. No, we're not. We're not going to do it that way. How are we going to do it? All right, let me take a quick break. Let me go have a smoke. Maybe it will all become clear, but we're doing something wrong here. This is going to, like I cursed myself by saying, oh, we'll do this and we'll be done in 5 minutes. All right, new break timer. It's kind of hard to see the break timer. There we go. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. Okay. There's two ways we can do this. Let me turn on my break timer. I should just delete this other break timer that broke. Not that remove. Not that that matters to you. Let's start our music here again. We're about to run out of music. Let's go. All right, so there's two ways we can do this. We can assign the population, the county population, which I think is what we'll do. Or we could assign. Where's my game? So we could assign the county population that it is to the hero list. So on spawn, we're gonna have to. So at the beginning, on world map load, we're gonna create this. This list is gonna start being created, and then as we recruit heroes, they'll be added to the list. And so we can attach to that hero list. We can attach the county population, or we can attach to the county population index. I think we'll just attach the county population. The index would be less info that we're saving. Well, let's just do it, and then maybe we'll see a reason. Well, we're gonna need spawned hero. Now it's no longer called, the list is no longer a spawned hero though, because it's not a spawned hero. It's just a hero list that is on the hero list. It's regardless if it's spawned or not. It's just a hero list. So let's rename that. Since we just went on and did all that work. We'll just call this Heroes. Hero. And this is going to be Heroes. All that to go back to what we were, and then we're going to have to go to this thing and rename it to just Hero. And we'll have to do the same thing with the armies. May be different, but I think we're going to be making the armies very similar to the heroes. We kind of half-assed the armies because we did it at the beginning. We should have never done it at the beginning. This is how it should be, though. This is going to be our heroes list. And so when the game starts, which is the world map load thing, we're going to assign our list. We're going to create it's initialized there, and we're going to create the list, though. I want to get rid of this, but we need it for later. And so I'm lazy, and I don't want to recreate it. We probably will need to do something. And this will probably pull from a JSON file. JSON. Generate population. Oh, we actually need to go back to this hero thing, though. And we either need to do a county population index. I mean, it starts at 0. It's always 0 until you spawn one, and then it's going to be like whatever it was. We're assuming the lists aren't going to change. They are going to change later, but even if we assign it to that and the list changes, I don't know how that works. So let's say the list, there's 3 in the list, and it's 0, 1, 2, and 2 is your hero, and then you sort the list, and now 0 is your hero. If we assign that to here, does this thing keep track of that? I don't know if it does that. Once again, my noob knowledge. Let's do this. We're going to do a public int index. We'll do it this way first, and we'll see how much of a pain this is, and then if it's a huge pain, then we'll this may break later, and it may not work. We did that under name, after name. and before location. It seems like that's a... It seems like that's kind of a duplicate there, but location and... You aren't going to do this for me, buddy? Thank you. Thank you. All right, so that is... So we have this here. So when we assign... When we on world map load, when we're generating this random population, oh, we have a county population ID. How are we finding out if this thing is a fucking hero? How are we doing that? Is if county... It's right here. So we're gonna need under here. We don't need that because we're in world map load. Heroes. This is where we need to assign this first thing. Heroes.i. Where is that toggle thing? The one. All right. So this is gonna be a bummer, though. We're gonna have to have this in 2 spots. We're gonna have a lot of data that is matched together, and I don't like that very much. But we'll just do it, and then we'll, you know, like as I learn, we've already gone through and seen shit that I've fixed or changed over time. And then we were putting in all right, we have this, well, we got all sorts of bugs and shit in here, but we'll fix it in a second. All right, so hero, we're putting in a new hero. And I'm going to put a debug log in here because I'm confused. Just so I am not confused. I have a feeling I'm going to be confused. Heroes.count. I want this before and after this because I think that this might be wrong. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna need, we need the game object, which is null. We need the timer, which is null. We need the hero movement, which is null. We need the owner, which is this one. We need the name. The name we will get. The name should be right here somewhere. We just generated the name. Do we have a... First name, last name. So we'll do this. I don't... How are we going to do this? I think we want to go with the squigs and all this shit. And then we're going to have another squigs at the end. Oh, I need a thing in here. Quotes. I think, because this is a string, we'll put a comma at the end just so that that stops being upset. Then we'll do this, and we're going to want last name on here too. We don't want this space. We don't want this. We want a space here. Okay, so that's their name. Will be assigned there. Maybe we should break it into first and last name as well, so we can get Mr. Cook or whatever. Cook's my last name. County population index. We are going to, in this next thing, it's not going to be null. It's going to be I. That is going to be the county population index, which in this particular case is going to be 0. Their location is going to be county name. And what's next on our list? Is selected is going to be false. And destination is going to be null. And what's next? Get the fuck out of me. Timer text null. Start timer null is counting down. We need another null in here is what we need. And false. We don't have it. Something's wrong. Is counting down. It says. So let's go through our list again. Game object, null. Counting canvas, null. Hero movement, null. Owner is player faction. String is. You know, it could be because I have this thing in here. This might be confusing it. So let's just put the name in, first name for now, and we'll go. Well, let's copy this actually, and stash this in a thing. This might be wrong. I'm gonna just put this down here, and then let's get rid of this. I mean, we might be able to do it this way, but I might be doing it wrong, and I just want to simplify it so we have less problems. Name, we have county index, county population index is I. Location is county name. Is selected is false. Destination, it should be null. Oh, I think we need another null. We need another null. That should do it. Oh, now it doesn't like this null. Wait. Oh, we have 2 bools in a row. This is the problem. What just happened? Cannot implicitly convert type hero to system list hero. I think we need the add thing, don't we? And then isn't this like a thing like this where you got the dual fuck you things? I'm going from memory here. It's not that way. Let's go back and look. Oh, actually, it's probably in here. I got an add somewhere. Oh. 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 I know what the problem is. It's quite simple. Oh no, it's not quite simple. I thought it was that. See, it's funny. Like this one, I have ad, and this is this is I've noticed this before, and this is like this has new. It's like what? Why are they different? Shouldn't they all be the same? We'll do the ad because I think ad will make more sense in the long run. Heroes, add new. And then why do we have this problem back here? Do we need another? Oh, we need another one of you little buddies. The little buddies. Okay. So we have the niche, the niche, the list already initialized. And I mean, we did that up here too. But I wonder why, like, why aren't these add? Maybe it doesn't matter and I'm just using different syntax and it works. Did I put that on here? Let's put another note up here. Aren't these add counties.add? Or why is county population below? County population dot add instead of equals new. All right, well, we'll just keep putting notes, and as I learn, we'll hope that things will work out. All right, so we're adding in this hero, which is, we're only going to get one hero. If this is 0, we're getting that hero. We can try to put this back down and see if this works. All right, that seems to work. I'll leave this here temporarily. I'm just gonna hit play on this if it will let me, and we'll see. Okay, that, I'm glad I put this debug log in here because I would have totally not noticed. It gave us a bunch of factions, or it added a bunch of people to this list because it added every faction leader to this list. So what we need to do is put an if statement in here. If factions shit, we might need a hero list for every faction. We haven't fucked with the AI at all in this, and the AI, when we start doing that, we're gonna have all sorts of chaos too. We might need a for loop there. What? Why is it a J? Is it because I'm already using I? What a nice program. It knew to do that. It knew to trying to think here. Are we assigning We have some sort of faction thing. Man, this is a pain in my ass. We don't need a for loop. We have the counties are done above it, I hope. What I'm trying to see here is we need to know. We need to check to see if this is the player's faction. If it's the player's faction, we're gonna assign this hero to this list. When we get to the AI stuff, we'll have to go back and it will be a disaster. But let's kick that disaster down the road there, right? So we could counties, county name, faction. Maybe we don't need it. We don't need that. If counties, county name, dot faction is equal to player faction, then what's your fucking malfunction, motherfucker? Operator cannot be applied to operands of type faction. Oh, it's okay. We're okay. We're fine. Oh God. There we go. Then we'll do this. Okay. That's why I like programming, honestly, is you get weird shit and then the weird shit works out. Or it hasn't worked out yet. Don't count my eggs that have pre-hatched. Pre-hatch my eggs. Like it always, the program, when you write a program, it always works. It just doesn't work for the way you want it. You know what I mean? Like it. That didn't work. We should have got some debug log stuff. We should have got these things. It always works as it's written. If county name, faction name and color, what is this thing? Oh, I need to pick new music. What do we got there? We already listened to this one, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, this is just like some random song at the end. All right. Faction name is nothing. We got a kind of a lot of embedded lists here. It looks to me, though, we're not assigning the faction name there. Where do we assign that?
Feelings pushing through.
Um, I think we actually are putting it. We're putting it here, so why isn't it assigned yet? It's manually typed in here. Where are we assigning these other faction name and colors to these faction? No, I want to find you. Control F, factions. All right, that's assigning research to them. Here, this is being assigned. Where is this? This is a world map load. I have a feeling. I have a feeling that this is not getting assigned. I actually dislike typing stuff into the inspector. It was working elsewhere, though. All right, we don't want to listen to this, whatever this is. Asylum Party? I don't even know what that is. What else can we find here? What else can what can we add? This is the big challenge I always have, which is finding music that I want to listen to while I'm programming that also shouldn't, won't upset the YouTube motherfuckers. I guess they aren't motherfuckers, whatever. I don't know. It's so at this point, they got to be kind of under the radar or independent record labels or old as fuck. I guess not old as fuck. I guess, you know what? Let's just listen to a Minor Threat album. The Minor Threat album, Out of Step, complete discography. There we go. Let's start at the beginning, though. So I used to listen to that album a lot when I was a kid. All right, let's see what happens here. I have a feeling this is not working correctly, and we just never knew until just now. Oh, this is happening after. Oh, this is still on Collapse. This is happening after, so that's the issue, is this is happening after. Assign faction name and color. Every time I rearrange something like this, absolute chaos. It just fucking everything falls apart. I'm like, I just moved one little line of code. All right, that worked. Now I forgot what we were trying to do in the first place. Okay. We just needed to assign this thing to just the. And no chaos has happened yet. We will. I mean, we did. Well, we did was start the game. We don't need this shit in here, though. Okay, so now we have a hero list. So this is what I was talking about. Maybe we want to. No. Okay, so now we have a hero list that has your faction leader in there. But then when we go back, let's click through this as if we were gonna do it. Not that one. Let's go to here. Let's go to our population. Christina Cooper. It sounds like you're the person we want to be a hero. That click right there needs to add them to the hero population list. Sorry, the hero list, not a hero population list. So that is going to be, well, we can just look. That's the population, that is the population description panel. Are you sure? So we can just put this right here. This is one of those things where I feel like you should do an event and then it fires up a thing, but I've had no luck with events. So not no luck. I think I'm using them wrong. And the more I think about it, I think it's supposed to be like and we'll use them more for game objects and stuff when they're actually, when we're, whatever. We'll use them. Whoa, we'll use them later. So this is what I don't know. Heroes is what we want. This is what I actually didn't really want to do. So I don't like duplicates of this because now we have two different things. Like if we change the hero list, we have to go to two different spots and update it. And I don't like that. So we couldn't put a method somewhere and then have this just call the method. Let's see what we're adding to the list, and then maybe we will just create a method in some place. Because I know the more things me as a human has to update is the more chance of errors. And then, you know, like, we want to reduce the amount of chance of me fucking shit up. Where are you, world map load? I lost you because we have too much shit open. We'll close select county for now. We'll close select hero. We won't. And we'll copy this thing over. We'll copy this stuff over. And then we'll go back to this. We'll do that. Oh my god, look at that trash. We'll take this. We'll get rid of this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Then we'll cut that. We'll put that there. Player faction. This is all world map load shit. This is going to be massively long here. This is already going to be too long. Are these going to be the same? Should I just write this? This says no on disable. It's kind of interesting. Let's do this. I want it here temporarily because I want to be able to look at what we're doing. I want to also test it, you know, in its current form. I'm tempted, so instead of having world map load.instance, I'm tempted to smush it down into something. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's just make it ugly. Let's keep it ugly. This is gonna be. Let's put this down here. Get that shit out of there. Instance dot county population doesn't exist because that was a variable on that other spot. So this is going to be a really long motherfucker. We're only going to use it twice though. That's how I feel about this. This is going to be county population. What did we call that? What's the real name of this list? It's a dictionary list. I'm a big fan of dictionary lists, and I think I'm the only one. County population is a county population dictionary is what we called it, huh? Yeah, it's not going to know. So this is part of the problem. Actually, it's not that big of a thing. I don't think I've used this in a method. I don't think I've passed anything this whole time. This will be the first time. All right, that's going to pass that through. This is going to be county name. This is going to be... This might be more of a pain in the ass to try to make it a universal ad, but I bet you if we can get it to work, like I said, man, it's going to be a fuck you to have to add this every time. Maybe we should do that later. Make sure it works first, then worry about this. What was I looking at? I was reading something on, you know, I stream a lot of indie games, and I was reading something. Or maybe it was on Reddit. What the fuck was it? Oh, they were talking about how someone had hard-coded minimum and maximum of some, like, some character stat. You know, there's a maximum of 80 and a minimum of 20. That's what I'm doing in mine. And they'd hard-coded that in, and so they were talking about how it was difficult for the devs to see where they had to go through and find it in the code to update it so it could be a variable. And I was baffled by that because, like, this was a finished game. Because, like, even in, like, why would you even my skill level of 1 out of 10 knows not to do that. And it's weird. It weirded me out that they really were hard coding numbers into stuff that they were going to have to go back to check. And then they were saying, like, they were talking about, and this was the community, not the developers were talking about it. The community was talking about it, saying, like, this is why they're struggling with this change. And hopefully they were joking. But it didn't seem like it. Like, it looked like the first guy was joking, and then everyone was kind of jumping to their defense of how hard it would be to find these numbers. And I was like, why wouldn't you just search your fucking code with the search thing? They had to have been joking. I don't know. Anyways. Do we want to make this work first? Let's make this work first, and then we'll do this thing. And then we'll worry about it later. Because I have a feeling that trying to make this a universal thing is going to take twice as long during the testing phase. And so if I get it done and it's working and we say, okay, this is very similar, we can then combine it together. So let's go back to this thing. Actually, let's just comment that out. Let's put this shit here. No, actually, I think we wanted it here. And county name is going to be, this is going to suck, but currently selected county name. Then we need to know he's going to be, so on this one, to get this number, how are we going to get this number? So where is this? This is when you're hitting yes to the... Actually, we have it right here. Where is this population? We don't even need to write this shit. We have it right here. I don't know where I got this shit, but it's here. Are you sure you want to do this? This is their name right here. We don't even need this shit. Why am I making this? We already have it. I already thought this through. It's right here. What number is this anyways? Currently selected population. We made a thing for that. Okay, so this is just going to be... Oh my god, no, get away. I don't know what you're suggesting, but get it the fuck out of here. We don't want your stupid suggestion. Alright, it's fine. We need a $sign here. And this isn't... Whoa! Alright, we'll do it this way. Yeah, they must have been joking. They weren't acting like they were joking, though, man. It was crazy. I can't see that whole thing, so I'm gonna move this down here. Next on the list is so we have null game object, null for the canvas thing. Hero movement is null. The owner is the player's faction. The name is there. The integer is going to be the county population index. So we actually need that. This is where it kind of matters. This is the reason why we're doing this whole thing. I think it's just this. Fuck you. Fuck you. What the fuck? Why is this being such a piece of shit today? It does not like what I'm doing. Come on, you piece of fuck. All right. There we go. We did it. We have accomplished the simple task of highlighting a thing here. All right. So that's gone. Currently selected population. I assume that's an integer. Wouldn't do this. It wouldn't tell it. Next, we need the location, which should be the county name, but we don't actually.
Got it.
We just need this. And we don't need this to be. Oh, you think that this thing thinks that this is where this goes. I did the Control K, Control D thing. It's like, yeah, that's where we want that. There we go. Thank you. Next, we need location is selected. False. Come on, motherfucker. Is selected. False. Destination. Null. Timer. You know it. Like, look at, I have like the canvas timer at the top, and then this other timer over here. It's those things should be together. So let's fucking break my code some more. Timer is null. Start timer is false, false. We have two null. We have a false, two nulls, and two falses. A false. Two nulls and two falses. All right, so this is right, but we're gonna break this right now. We're gonna go fuck this up. We're gonna go fuck this up. I don't like that there's a thing here and a thing here. Let's put this down here. I know why. I know you're like, why do you fucking care? just how it is. It's just how it is. It's just life, man. Where did I put that? Right before the timer text. Yes, right before the timer text. Then this is now too long. Yeah, shut up. It's mad at me because I rearranged everything. It's okay. We're gonna fix it there. Visual, virtual, visual. I have to always look at this because there's Visual Studio, there's Visual Code. Whoever came up with those names should be taken out and shot. And I mean that facetiously. I do not mean it seriously. I don't think we should shoot people for the naming. Okay, this one special circumstance, we can do it. Okay, so this now. One less null, but this is in the wrong. Now we got the wrong. We should have a null. We should have a null. As I like the nulls. I don't know. Right? I'm just making shit up. We don't need this null here. And I wish I could see. Look how far. Can we? That didn't do us any good. You know what? I'm gonna bring this down here. I don't like it when they hang over the side because I can't see shit and I just start crying. We need this null here again. Okay. Even though I would like this to be one beautiful, perfect line, I'd rather be able to see the whole fucking thing. Unnecessary assignment of hero list. All right, we had to scrap that. We're going to be back to this. Okay, so you hit the yes button, which is our confirmation. We have this here. Let's double check that we have everything assigned that we want. We don't have a timer. We don't have any of that shit. We're not assigning that here because I don't know. We don't want to. We're going to do this. We're going to get rid of this shit. Let's do this. What is this? You know what? Oh. I deleted something that I need. No, I didn't. I need... Let's put the actual thing in here. It doesn't matter. That was from the other code. That's what was going on there. I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about making that a generic method right now. If it's what the fuck is this? If it's annoying me later. Or, like, let's say we had a third one of these in there. We can figure it out later. I don't think right now we need to worry about that. So let's do this. I'm sure that there is something wrong with this code. I'm almost positive that there's something wrong with this code. Because only that one stream where everything worked perfectly, where it was things go, you know, that was just a one-time fluke. Okay, so this is 0, this is 1. We don't, what does our console say? Count is 1. Well, there should be a higher count. Higher as in higher up the list. I turned those debug logs off. So once again, like if I had a generic method for both those, that would, you know, now we've already ran into having two different things causing issues, but whatever. No, so I was thinking that would be kind of a cool way to do an event if you had them subscribe to whenever this thing changes, then you would do this thing. But it's not. It's either not how events work, or it's not how me knowing how it works. Okay, so you do this. You not only do you like shit gets moved. It says yes, you do this little part. This adds it to the list. At some point, I guess it's getting moved. We did that part, and it's getting renamed. It being the game object that is. We're almost back. We're almost to the point where we wanted to be at the start of this stream. So the game object here. You know it's gonna happen. It just dawned on me. Why didn't that bug out? Now, we don't own that one, so we shouldn't be able to make... It doesn't matter. We'll bug out later when we do stuff. We try to move stuff around. I'm gonna take a quick break. It's exactly 2 hours. Exactly 2 hours. So let me pause this music, and one day we'll we have a game that we can actually play, even though it will suck. At the beginning, it will suck bad. It's gonna suck like shit at the beginning, but then later it will get better. All right, it might always suck, but it will get better than suck like shit. All right, I'll be right back. All right, maybe we can. Maybe I probably not, but maybe we can get this to work in the next hour. If not, we'll do it tomorrow. If I stream tomorrow, who knows? I try not to put rules on myself for when I stream because then I wouldn't want to stream. That's the whole thing. Like, there's a lot of people who do streaming as a job, and if I ever feel like it's a job, I won't want to do it because fuck that. I have a job. I'm tired of having jobs. I'm almost 50. Just saying that makes me sad. You know what I want to do though here is get this shit out of here. Get this out of here. We know this works. All right. What were we doing? We got that. We got the list to load. There's going to be some kind of issue. I'm going to test that again. When we create one, I feel like this shit is going to be adding it to our list. Whoops. Oh, I guess I commented at the thing that I wanted for that. All right, let's comment out this shit though. We don't need this anymore. We figured this out. Let's just get rid of it. Well, we'll comment it out for now. A lot of times I'll go back and delete shit later when I see it, but right now we don't need this anymore. We use that. I have a feeling this is going to be adding to our list, so we're going to have to like say, hey, is this your faction? This is just for like dev view. We have a thing called dev view that allows us to see other counties so that we can tell what's going on in there. I didn't like that. What was that little flash of? I guess it was nothing. Julia White. Oh, Judith White. Yeah, see, it's adding it to our list. We don't want it to add it to our list. We want... it's not going to do it there, though. It's going to do it here. We basically want to do the same thing. I mean, this is almost identical code. We're going to want this to be... World map. Oh, this is going to be a big, long motherfucker. World map load instance dot counties. Currently instance currently selected county faction name equals dot then this goes here, and then down here we'll put an else statement, and we'll just put a debug log in for now. We need to actually start. Motherfucker, this thing's back again. Whatever I keep typing keeps adding that in there. You don't own this county, motherfucker. We need to set up like a player log. That's going to happen in the future. All right, let's do this now. And test this thing out. Whoops, we own that one. Cowlitz, we don't own Cowlitz. Matthew Bennett sounds like a good name, right? It doesn't actually sound like a very good name. Sorry, any Matthew Bennett's out there. You don't own this county, motherfucker. That's what we wanted to see. And then if we go to here, none of these names are very good. I apologize to everyone whose name is on here. I picked like the top 100 first names for men and women, and then the top 100 last names in the United States. So we obviously got some generic, boring ass names. Aaron Griffin. Really? Griffin? We should only see this once. You don't own this county, motherfucker. We should only see once. And we only do see it once. All right, there she blows. No, I had these commented out. Let's do this one more time with those uncommented. Once again, it's because I have two separate things. And I mean, this is pretty much, this is identical to, I mean, we really should set, Jesus Christ. should really make this a method that is used here and in world map load. All right, so this should be the count should be 1. And then once we do this, the count should be 2. Yes. That is correct. That is fine. World map load. And get rid of this shit. Once again, I'm changing the same code in 2 spots. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty fucking close. All right, so that actually works how we want it. This has been moved over. We now have on our hero list, we're to the spawn hero. Spawned army we're gonna have to rename. We might need to do this, you know. Do army. We might do this sooner than, you know, then we get to this thing. But I have a feeling we're gonna make a lot of changes to the army thing because we did it first. And that will be, we'll be able to mark off things off our list when we do that. We don't need to look at that anymore. Let's hope. Let's hope. Okay, so now we're back to our toggle, which this is actually going to spawn. We already have the guy on the list, or the woman on the person on the list. So the list already exists, so we don't need that anymore. Hero index. This game object. .transform, .parent, .name. Why were we doing that? All right, well, we know we're going to turn the toggle on. Then we need to instantiate all right, so we're going to need, what is all this stuff down here? Well, let's just go through our head and how we want to do it. What is this hero list index for? Let's just get rid of it. I don't know what the fuck that is right now. We're gonna need, we definitely need the toggle to turn on true so that it's turned on, so we know that the person's been spawned. The spawn hero token is gonna equal this. This is what we do need this, and that will make it appear in the location because we have this big long fucking thing. Can we bring that over here so that it's less of a big long fucking thing? It is still like hanging over the edge, but we don't really have a choice. This is all one long thing. So we have the prefab. We have, that's its location, it's its like position, and then we're going to need to start assigning this stuff to that list that we just did all this fucking work on. So that is under world map load dot instance dot not armies, heroes. And this is where we're gonna have that, like where I was getting this thing. This is what this was for. We're gonna cut this thing here, and we'll put this here. And this is gonna be hero list index, hopefully. That look I made was like, why is this not working? To string. No. We need to parse this into I never can remember how to do this. Parse int dot parse. Okay, I did remember how to do it. We're gonna parse this. So this is when we click the toggle. The toggle itself. Fuck you. The toggle. And the reason why I talk through everything I'm doing is not only just to keep you and the viewer informed, but also because I need to rethink how everything works. All right, so this toggle. Where are you, Sandra? So this is this thing. No, it's not. This toggle is this thing. So I'm saying get the name of this parent, which is 0 when we click this. And I don't know if that will work. We got our spawn to appear, but it should be a different color. So there's something going wrong. That's a different ball of wax there. But so that should get this number of 0 here. I feel like that's a weird way to do it. We should probably Hey, it knew what I wanted to do here. Oh. Still your shows. Ain't that right?
Boy, you had us pegged all along. Damn.
I just want to make sure. I feel like this is kind of like a weird way to do this. So hero index is 0, so that actually worked. Okay. So we'll have this hero index.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. So where am I?
Which, so on our hero list, it is going to be 0.
There's no place like home.
I just thought of a problem with this whole concept. Motherfucker.
There's no place like home. So where am I? There's no place.
The problem with this concept is that, sure, this works great when it's right in here, but when we move the hero to here and it's sitting in this population, or it's not sitting in this population but it's on this list, it's not going to be, this is going to be 0. So how are we going to do that? We are going to need we're not going to actually know. We're going to need this int hero index. Once again, now we're going to have to go through and fix a bunch of shit. Where that's after the name. Int and then we're gonna need that here. Then we're gonna need to go here, like this is the thing where I was talking about. What do you got? Where we didn't want to. So under here, where was the hero index? It is owner name Hero index is right here. This is going to be... I think this is going to be that little thing.
I think so.
Oh, it didn't ask me to fix it. I thought that's what that little thing was. This thing.
Some say my manners ain't the best. Some of my friends have been in a whole lot of trouble. And some say I'm no better
I thought it told me before. It was like, hey, you know, you could do this.
Sometimes good guys don't wear white.
Oh, you know what, though?
I work hard. At night I spend a wrestling
It's just going to be the hero count because the hero count is correct at that point because it's not we haven't finished adding it.
guys don't wear white.
Well, that depends actually. When it adds this stuff, is this getting added right now? And then it adds all these things afterwards? Or we'll have to see.
Man, who's to say who's a better man? I'm always doing the best I can. Best I can. You thought I had a dirty mind.
Is that going to even tell us what we want to know? Hero list.
And easy living. You can't come close to the
Well, let's just see what we have a bug.
mama and your papa.
And then on this one, it's always going to be 0.
Guys don't wear white.
We can just put I in here, though. No, we can't. I is... If I equals 0, it's going to be 0. I mean, we can just put hard code. We could do the thing I was just talking about. What the fuck do you want? All right, is this even going to work? Is this whole plan even going to work? Man, I used to love this song. I mean, it's still a good song. It's just... Kevin Carter. The man with the boring name. This doesn't actually tell us what our number is here, though. So let's... Yeah, we're definitely not getting this shit done in 30 minutes, 30-ish minutes. We want this on... Hero, we want a debug log. Hero list. Index. Hero list dot hero, what did we call it? Hero index. We don't know the number of this thing. I mean, I guess we... At this point, it is... at this point, it is hero list dot count -1. Okay, so this one's doing the little thing like, hey, turn it into... Yeah, turn it into that little thing. dot hero index. Is this gonna even tell us what it should? I don't know. So the whole question is that I'm having is this count? Is the count on the list go up when it gets to like here in the code, or does the count on the list go up when it's done adding all of this shit? So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm assuming it's when it's done. So if it's when it's done, then the count number would still be 0. You know what I mean? Or it would be the one less. All right, so it does do it. It adds to the, so when it has to complete the ad before the count goes up, which makes sense because what happens if it bugs out in the middle of the ad? You know, you don't want a broken fucking shit in there. So we can put all this away and leave this as count. I should probably put a note in there, but I'm not going to do it just to fuck myself later. Okay, so now we're back to here. And why did we do all that? What did we just do all of that work for? Because we now have the hero list parent name. That's not going to do us any good. I think I just did a bunch of shit for no point, no reason. We have a 0 there, but it's actual. A 0 is the name of the game object. This thing is being instantiated. Oh, we haven't actually assigned that. No, we must have done it already, or that thing wouldn't be turning to a 0. Where are we doing that? How is that already turning into a 0? Like, he's already at 0. And when we spawn another one, it should be at 1. So we already know that, but we don't know. Why did I do all of that? Man, why did I do all that? That's not going to do us any good. I don't think. Must have had a thought at some point that was going to do us good. Okay, so let's think about this. When you click this, it's going to give you back a 1 because it's named 1 here. But on our list, it might not be a 1. Because it might be like you might be in a different, you might be over here. Oh, this is broken anyways. We're supposed to be able to spawn a guy here and he's supposed to pop up. Oh, look, see, he's turned off. So he's going to be a 0 versus this is going to be 0. Why is this so fucking hard? He should also be on our hero list, though. Oh, I got rid of that. I keep turning off that debug log. So let's leave this on. We're going to be testing this a bunch, so. Sure, we'll put these on here. We'll leave all those debug log thing on there. All right, so we muster a dude here, or we recruit a guy here. We got 0 and 1. The list count is 2, which is what we want. The hero list index is 1, which is right. Then we go to this fucker. We muster the army. Or no, we go to... Oh, there's only 3 people on here. We can recruit this guy here. He hasn't appeared on here, but we know he's a 0. And his index is 2, which is right. But now if I go back, let's say it was still, and I click this one, it's going to give us like a 0 again. Okay, this is what we do. We don't make that game object. We make the game object equal the hero index, not the... Man, this is complicated. When this happens every time where I'm like, oh, this is gonna be quick. This is easy. This shit's fucking easy. I don't know how it was letting us run this. I guess I never saved it. How are we doing this though? How are we getting that thing to move? That's a prefab. That is hero recruitment confirm. Where were we changing that shit? I don't think it's like, I don't think we have anything here. We do have this thing. I don't think this is where we're... Oh, it is this thing. It's this refresh panel. So we got an issue with this though too. Because this isn't refreshing. I do hate this bullshit. But this isn't refreshing on the other one. You know, it is refreshing, but the thing's turned off because it doesn't know. Okay, so this is instantiating each time, but we actually want this to be... Number of heroes equals 0. How the fuck is this working? Good God, we're just running in circles at this point. This happens occasionally. This is not minor threat. What did we... This is the Ramones. We'll just let it go. I think we just... Oh, we have this at 0 because you have to define it at the beginning. Okay, that's fine. This is not going to be number of heroes, though. This is going to be instance dot heroes dot count. No, it's that thing. What is it? It's this thing. And this should actually be pretty quick to check. This should be pretty easy to check. It might throw other errors though because I didn't look what was happening right after that. So, but this should be easy to check by just creating. You know, this is. Okay, we got a bug. Because this should be. This should be hero. I'm just double checking here. World map. Oh, maybe. Count -1, right? Debug.logs. So many debug logs here. Okay. So it should right now. Yeah, hero game object name is hero. Is that the name of our prefab? Where's our prefab here? Whoops. I don't know what I just clicked. Get away from it. What did I just click? Get away. Get away. I popped out something. Oh, it's my undo history. Man, I need to get some glasses. Nothing's called. So what the fuck is happening? Heroes, let's clone. What the fuck am I looking at? All right, this is wrong. What am I put in. This is the refresh panel, right? I am in the scroll view. Oh, right. So this is. So the reason why this is this way is because it needs to go through the whole population. And it's so for the first one, it's like, hey, is this a hero? And it's like, no. hey, is this a hero? Yes. And so it goes through this one. It's like, yes, this is a hero. So then it needs to spawn that thing. And then the name before was supposed to be the name before. Why isn't this thing 0? Because no, this is the hero's count. Count -1. We should have that already have been created. It should have already been created. I mean, obviously it's wrong because this isn't working, but I just want to double check. Man, I have been listening, you know, if I was to compare the last 3 or 4 years of my music habits, I've been listening to the Ramones more than I listened to them in my whole past 20 years before that. It's kind of crazy. All right, I'm missing something stupid. Let's do this. Let's not even subtract this. Let's just see what the count is, because it shouldn't be the word hero. Like, what the flying fuck is that? And like, when did that start? We did something that fucked something up. Why doesn't that? Why? What? Why? What? Is it this 2-string thing that do I have something fucked up? I can't just put a 2-string stuck to the end of that. Can I put this in a thing like this? So now it's a 0. It's when I put that little thing. I wonder, what the fuck is this? Why isn't this working how it's supposed to work? It's just like 5 minutes, you know, no, it was an hour and a half ago. I was like, the code is always working how it's supposed to work. You just did it wrong. And obviously that's the case here. The code is working as it's supposed to work. Fingers crossed. I do keep seeing like some bug flash by. All right, it is a 0 now. Is it a bug that's flashing by when I click play, or it's probably I'm seeing game object is null, and I don't remember why. Yeah, this is like under the hero thing. Let's just comment that out so I can stop seeing it. Okay, so now to check how this works. We want to get this from the list, so this one should be 0 and should be putting that there. But so if we make another person, this should be 1, right? If we recruit this person. Ah, flying fuck sticks. I gotta take a piss really bad all of a sudden. Flying fuck sticks. There's another way we can do this. Where was that shit? It was under something stupid. It was right here. So we're adding this thing in here. Man, it's just like I'm going in a circle of, like, I need to break out of my thought process and rethink how this is working. There's, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm in a loop and I just keep adding in the same loop and fucking around in the same loop. I need to, like, start mentally all over in. All right, so the first thing that happens is your hero leader is generated and he is given a 0, and that should be assigned, but this thing is not, doesn't exist yet. And we need to, so when you refresh the pan, so on the first time you do this, you want to create we need to rewrite this whole thing, this refresh panel thing. We could make this a hero list by county, but we don't want to do that. So instead, I don't know why we don't want to do it. We're just not going to do that. What we're going to do is, this is trash. This is trash. This whole thing is trash. Let's just redo this from scratch. We're gonna do a for loop. Four. Four. Come on, write it for me there, buddy. I don't know why sometimes it will write it. I guess it's upset because I have all this debug. Oh, did I not debug the bottom? Or not debug, did I not comment? There we go. Now it will write it for me. Oh my god. Is that what was causing? No, this is some other weird shit. Would you write this for me? Would you? Come on. Come on, I'm too lazy. And I also can't remember how to do it. There we go. Thank you. Sure, whatever. Just put all that shit in there. Okay, so 4 dots count. No, get that count out of there. Instance dot heroes dot count semicolon. God damn it, stop with the typos. We don't need this. Come on, motherfucker, you can do it. For that, if var heroes equals, it's going to go through every hero in our hero list, which shouldn't really actually be that long ever. It should only be like 5 of them. You know, maybe there'll be 30 at some point, but that'd be like late game. I mean, we don't care about the late game, right? If heroes.location, okay, sorry, heroes I.location is equal to, what's your fucking problem? Here's the problem. Is equal to world map load dot instance dot currently selected county, then we want to instantiate some shit. We want to create a new list. Why did we do a list? Oh, so we can blow the list away later. Where's this list that did I start it up here somewhere or something? I did. Hero list clones dot add. Is that what I did? Just copy this shit, man. And we fucked with this, and someone in chat actually like helped us a little bit to get this to work, and now we don't even need it. Fucking, that's the fucking story of my life. Fucking bullshit. Then we're going to put heroes list clones dot name I dot yep, no, yes, is going to equal heroes dot heroes, what did we call it? Heroes I, because it's going through the list, dot, what did we call it? Hero index to string. Then what else did we put down here? Besides all these things. Text button, number of heroes. Why did I have to put? Oh, I see. We did have to. We need this ant number of heroes. I don't know why. We just do, motherfucker. And this needs to be number of heroes. And this is going to actually be similar to this, but not this. It's already going to be a string. Why does it sometimes it won't fix this too? It's just like, nah, I don't know what you're trying to do, dude. We want this to be like that. So on this one we just have the first and last name in one field. What else do we got in here? The number of heroes plus plus. Yes. Then we have all this debug log shit, but we don't actually. I don't think we're gonna need that because we're going to be able to see it in on the fly. I have like a splitting headache all of a sudden. That's what I get for fucking programming, right? You're a 0. Oh, I wonder what happens if we click up here. Oh, it breaks. Oh, and then no, it still works. So this is not going to work with other. So that's actually we can just put in here. Where was that faction thing that we did on the other one? We can just copy that shit over here. It's right here. We honestly, we're gonna have to deal with that later. That's gonna be part of the whole AI thing. Like I said earlier, is gonna be a real piece of work, man. A real piece of work. You know, this isn't gonna work. All right, let's put that in a note in here because I'm running out of time, and I want to running out of time and brain power. Like I've said it 100 times, I cannot believe that people can program for 8 hours. They must be useless. Like after hour 4. Heroes will not appear in counties you don't own. Fix for dev view. That's what we call that. We call that dev view. Do you want heroes to generate faction influence? Oh, that's just some notes. Convert. Go back up here. We'll put that. Look at. You know, it feels like you haven't done anything when this happens. We haven't even, like this, I guess that we did do the list. We'll put that over here. But it feels like you haven't accomplished anything. That's why I like to put so many items. Like, if any item, I should have put more of these. But, you know, we did. We'll put that down there. You know, things do matter. Let's put the hero info panel on the next round, I think. No. It's not the end of the world. What was I just doing? Oh, I couldn't tell if this was going to work or not because I got sidetracked thinking about bugs. Okay, so she's a 0. Sorry, Amanda. You're not really a 0. This person should be a 1. That's perfect. If we click over here, what happens? Let's hire another one over here. Now, this person should be a 2. And they're a 2. But we have another problem. This thing needs to turn on. Hero scroll view needs to turn on when you hire the person. Yeah, so it's doing it right now. Holy fuck, that was a... But let's put this note, and maybe tomorrow I'll be able to remember it. view needs to. Oh, so you know why that's not working? Is because it was already on in the other thing we were testing. So we just didn't test enough. Hero scroll view needs to be activated when a hero is generated in a county. We'll put that's gonna be our first thing we'll work on tomorrow. Unless, like I said, I don't want to stream tomorrow. I'm getting excited. I go through these waves, and I'm gonna call it a night or a day here. Well, let's push this code. I know we got bugs still, but I start thinking about. Oh, I hit save for something dumb. I start thinking about the future of the game, and I'll be like, man, it will be so cool if we could get to this part where we could try to do this. Like one of the things I regularly think about is private industry. That's so far away. That's 5 years from now. And so I think about that, and I get excited about it, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to work on this. And then, I'm stuck on this part of hero list. Just you gotta recruit a hero. See, we're still it just keeps going. New faction wide hero list for keeping track of heroes. Yeah. Commit. Push it. I guess we don't. All right, well, it's done. I was gonna say, I guess you don't need to wait while I push that. But that is it for me today. Thank you for joining me. I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good afternoon or day or whatever.